Hello friends, this is Holmes, a first-time farmer, over 50. Welcome to the homestead. So one of the things that I have discovered, and actually I discovered this a long time ago, it's just kind of becoming more and more obvious to me, and that is it's a lot of work doing all this stuff, clearing out all these trees. And this area here went through, cleaned out the honeysuckle, and then there were dozens and dozens of trees that needed to come out. I'm talking probably in the neighborhood of 60 plus trees just in this small area here. And you know, each of those trees has to be dropped, has to be cut up, has to be cleaned up. And you know, I've got all these piles of wood, you know, short logs and firewood just sitting around. And you know, it's a lot of work just doing the cleanup. So one of the things that I learned just in the last 2 years is basically how the pioneers did this. You know, these guys were out here clearing forests with axes. And you know, I'm out here with a chainsaw. It's pretty simple, pretty easy to do it with a chainsaw. These guys are out here doing this with axes and cutting down trees like that big and bigger. It's like, how in the world did they clear 5 acres for a farm? It would have taken them years and years, you would think. But I learned something, and a technique that they used, and basically they did not cut down all those trees. What they were trying to do is just basically get the sunshine so that they could plant crops. And what the technique that they used was called girdling. So what they would do is they would go up to a tree and they would just make a ring around the tree with their axe, just cutting out chunks, basically cutting off the nutrients coming from the roots, because all of that stuff is right here under the bark. I think it's the cambium, or the vascular cambium, something like that. I think I learned that in biology in high school, but it's been a while. But all they would do is just basically break that highway of stuff moving up into the tree, had no place to go, and then the tree eventually just died. And when the tree died and produced no leaves, sunshine got through, and they were able to plant their crops underneath all those trees. And then as they needed firewood, they could just go in, cut those trees down. They're already standing, so they're you know, they've been standing for a couple of years. They're pretty dried out, and relatively easy firewood. So if you've ever heard of that before, leave me a message, or leave a comment. I actually learned this from Troy McClung of Red Tool House. If you've never seen his stuff on YouTube, you might want to check him out. Troy's got some pretty good stuff. But that was a very interesting thing that I learned. And as I spend days and days and weeks and turning into months cutting down and clearing up trees, I'm thinking that might be a pretty good option for trees that aren't huge, but are going to have to come down anyway. And you know, let's get some sunshine in here, and then we can worry about the firewood later. So appreciate you watching. Please hit like and subscribe and ring that bell. And we look forward to seeing you again in the future. But if not, we're going to see you in the pasture.